She knows how to permanently clear any subconscious block you have. So let's check it out.
By the end of this video, you're going to be able to identify everything that is holding you back from achieving the happiness and success that you know you are here to achieve. But in order for you to do that, there are a couple of fundamental mindset shifts that you're going to need to make. And the first of those is this idea that anything at all is blocking you. There is no...
Thank you! She said it! She said the thing! She said the thing I've been preaching for the last, I don't know, every single one of my videos. I literally hate, I don't hate anybody or anything, but I don't like when manifestation coaches or any person says, oh, I'm sorry, but you have this block, and because of this block, you can't manifest, you can't get your desired reality. Well, kudos to this woman here, this lovely person, where she literally said that if you believe that you have any subconscious block, that means you have it. And how to get rid of it is actually to have the belief, so you need to imprint a belief inside of you that there is no subconscious block. You don't have any subconscious blocks. And if you truly believe this, then you can finally start to manifest instantly. Not just instantly, but in general, you can manifest anything you want. Because there's nothing holding you back from actually doing it, from actually getting it, from actually having it. But what happens to people is that they start believing, oh, I have this block. No, I need a month to actually remove this block. I need to make a habit of repeating the same line over and over again until it starts working. And then you just lose time. But in my reality, there is no time. There is no future. There is no past. There's only the now moment. So time, you can't do anything in a month because a month doesn't exist. So that's why very easily you get into this trap of trying to remove all of the blocks, and then you spend the next 5 to 10 years going through meditations, going through, I don't know, some journeys and stuff until you can remove all the blocks. Do you truly believe that life is set up so that once you're young, you get so many like limiting beliefs and blocks that later in your life you have to unwind them and fix them? Life would be horrible then. Why would you choose that kind of reality when you have to do that? Like, what? Reject it. Reject this 3D. Reject your thoughts. Reject that kind of thought pattern. The only true thought pattern you need to have, or we want to have in order to be blissful, is that everything is okay, that you have no problems at all, and everything you do it out of joy and happiness and out of creating. Nothing bad can truly happen to you because nothing bad can exist in your reality. And if something seems to be bad, like something seems to be wrong, choose to believe that that thing that happened is the best thing for you. If you didn't get the job, that's because the job wasn't for you. You wouldn't reach your full potential in that job. So that means your universe, if your universe is taking care of you and didn't let you get that job, that means there's a better job for you. If it didn't work out with a partner, that means there's a better partner out for you. And then you just continue doing that until you reach your desired reality. Because once you're in the mindset that nothing bad can happen, then everything great, everything good, everything happy can happen to you. So yeah, if you want to do one-on-one coaching with me, the link will be down in the description. If you don't understand anything, you can contact me. The link again will be down in the description for my number. So contact me on WhatsApp if you do want so. But let's continue.
And trust me, I spent years and so much money trying to find all of these blocks.
This is what happens to a lot of people.
And it was only when I realized that actually blocks don't even exist that I was able to release myself from them. Now, here's the thing about blocks or about beliefs that aren't in alignment with what you want to be achieving in life, is that you don't need to go digging for them. There was this whole industry where people just went digging into all the possible blocks that you could be experiencing. And it is absolute bullshit. You do not ever need to do that. Your limiting beliefs will show up. As you go about your daily life, you will experience a belief that makes you feel a little bit bad. If you are feeling bad about anything that you are believing to be true, it is a lie.
That's a powerful line. She just said a universal truth that is absolutely insane. If you feel the truth hurts, then it's not the truth. Why would the truth hurt? If you believe in the Bible, and you know the truth, the light, and the way is Jesus, why would the truth hurt? If the truth is love, if the truth is the path, the only thing the truth could be is love and fulfillment and joy. So the belief that's actually hindering that it actually doesn't exist, it's a bad belief. It's a bad limiting belief. But again, it doesn't exist. And somebody's going to say, oh, but George, I have trauma. In the past, this, and this happened to me. And now because of that, I can't have a normal relationship. Everybody I see is the wrong person for me. Your past doesn't exist. How do I know it doesn't exist? Where is it? Show it to me. Show me your past. Not a video of your past. Go to the past, but show it to me. Take me to your past. We can't go there. It doesn't exist. So you have no more excuses to tell me anything. Oh, but I worry about my future. AI is going to take my job. What am I going to do? How am I going to live with my life now? The degree I'm getting, I'm going to lose everything. Show me where your future is. Take me to your future. I want to see it. I want to see the future you're envisioning. I can't. We can't go there. Why? Because it doesn't exist. It's not there. It's not there. The only time that truly exists is it's internal now. So there's nothing to worry about because nothing happened and nothing is going to happen. It's going to happen if you choose it to happen. And there is no past because we can't go there. So there's no trauma. There's no something that happened in your life that's not letting you do anything. The only thing that's hindering you from actually trying and doing anything is the story you've been telling yourself your whole life. But now I told you your story doesn't exist. Your past doesn't exist. So the story in your past doesn't exist. The story in your future doesn't exist. So the only real thing that exists is your now story. What are you doing right now? What do you have right now? What is your identity right now? And because when you understand that you are the chooser, you're the one who can choose what's gonna happen or what is happening right now, then pick the best things for you. Pick the best choices. Not the choices where you're not gonna do anything, you just lazy around and feel very bad about it. Pick the choices where you feel wonderful, where you feel joy, where you actually help people or feel fulfilled. Because when you do that, life opens up. Opportunities open up. So many amazing people. You meet so many amazing people. Your life can change in an instant, but you need to choose for yourself for that to happen. And you're always choosing the wrong thing.
You don't have to go looking for these blocks. They will appear. And again, they are not blocks. So please stop referring to them as blocks. They are just an old programming created with love to protect you. But as a grown-ass adult, you can just discard them now. You can say, thank you very much. Thank you for bringing me to this point safely in my life. I am now creating my own rulebook. I am now choosing my own beliefs to live by. So that's the first mindset shift that I really want you to make. You have no blocks. You have no blocks. I've worked with writers in the past, and when they've come to me and they've said, oh yeah, no, I've got terrible writer's block. And that is literally giving an instruction to God, source, the universe, whatever you want to call it, to create more of a block for you. Every time you identify with something, every time you say, I am, that is you identifying as that thing. So
Absolutely.
When you say, I am blocked, God, source, universe says, yes, you are. No ideas for you.
When you change the language you speak to yourself and you change your thoughts, that is when you change your reality. Thoughts and your words are the law. It's exactly, again, I'm going to use the Bible as a reference. God created everything by speaking or thinking. And the most powerful thing is the word. How do you know the words are the most powerful thing ever? It's simple. all the wars that happen in the world start because of words. Words are the ones that motivate people or manipulate people or make people happy. So words are the most powerful thing in the universe right now. Because it's intention, it's energy. It's pure energy. You're sending out your energy through your words, through your emotions, through your thoughts. And it's radiating around you. You're actually a magnet. You're magnetizing everything. So with bad thoughts, what happens? You magnetize or you attract bad things. But if you have positive thoughts, if you believe in yourself, if you know that your universe takes care of you, then all the best things can only happen to you because your universe loves you, because God loves you. It's the most simplest thing ever. Everybody's complicating this whole process because there is no process. There's nothing that you need to truly do in order for it to happen. You just need to change your thoughts, your identity. But that's not physical work. You could write it down and imprint it. But you just, every single time you have a negative thought, remove it. Skip it. Don't focus on it. The more you focus on something, the more you attract it. You create your reality through your focus because you choose through your lens, through your focus, through your lens, you choose your reality. That's why I wear these glasses. There's two reasons I wear these glasses. One of them is they look cool on me. The second thing is, literally every single thing I see right now is red. Everything is in the red color. So when I go outside, my sky isn't blue like yours. My sky is red. Kind of pinkish, but pinkish red. So your and mine reality, they're not the same reality. It's because I look through the lens. And my reality is way different. That's why I do it. But yeah, let's continue.
So what instructions would you rather give God, Source, Universe? My kid thinks it's really funny that I say God, Source, Universe. They said that I should make it into a drinking game. Every time I say God, Source, Universe, you can take a drink. Anyway, so if you're not blocked, then what is it that is keeping you from experiencing the life that you want? Yeah, you've identified that this is the thing that you want, and maybe that's money, maybe that's a relationship, maybe that's a higher position in your company, or to start a business, or whatever that thing is, right? You have this idea that this is what you want. This is the thing that will make you feel whole, make you feel complete, make you feel happy, make you feel fulfilled and satisfied. And every time you try and get it, something seems to crop up that prevents you from getting it, right? So we've already established that it's not a block. It is not a block that stops you. So what is it? Well, it's your subconscious programming. It's the programming that you were brought up with, and it's generally implanted in you before the age of 7. So these are all the things that you've learned from your schooling, from your environment, from your family. But they've not only shaped who you believe yourself to be, they've also shaped what you believe you can achieve in the world and how other people are going to treat you and how the world in general is going to treat you too. So if you're finding it difficult to obtain this thing that you want, then the only way to achieve it is by changing your identity and the programming of your subconscious mind. Because everything that you believe in your subconscious mind to be true is true for you. And because God's source universe is subjective in nature, that is to say that without actual directive from your conscious mind, your subconscious mind will just take the reins. So to achieve something that you've never achieved before, it takes being somebody you've never been before. It takes consciously directing both your subconscious and God's source universe of who you are now, of who you in this little human body is choosing to be now.
She's mostly right, but then again, there's so many paths you can take to actually reprogram yourself because I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed right now. Again, that means you need to change your programming. Again, that means you have a faulty programming, and then again, that means you're blocked, but not kind of blocked. It's just a change in the programming. That means You need to do more work to change it. But again, the quickest fix to everything is to reset yourself. Understand there is no past. That means there are no blocks. There are no bad subconscious programming. There's nothing holding you back right now to get your desired reality. Your logical brain is saying to you right now, but how is that possible, George? I've been doing this, and it doesn't work for me. Why doesn't it work? Because you choose for it not to work. If something would work, you wouldn't be watching this video. You watching this video means that it's not working for you. Because the person who doesn't watch the videos already has everything done for them. Why would you watch a video about identity change or subconscious blocks if you don't have a subconscious block? If you don't believe in subconscious blocks? The problem is you believe in them. And because you believe in them, you manifest them. And because you manifest them, you get them more. And then you try to discover them, and then you try to fix them, and you try to fix yourself. There's no fixing yourself. Nothing ever will fix yourself because there's nothing to fix. I want you to understand the logic. Once you understand the logic, the world opens up to you. There is no past, there is no future, so there is no process. There is no becoming something or becoming somebody. You already are that person. You cannot become successful. You need to understand that you already are successful. You can't become, loving because there is no process, because there is no time. You are already loving now. So choose to be that. Choose to be and be that person. Behave as them. And never stop doing that.
Because whatever you tell God, Source, Universe is true about you, it will say yes. Yes, it is. Just like when you say that you are blocked, God, Source, Universe will say, yes, you are. If you tell God, Source, Universe, if you tell your subconscious mind that you are somebody who achieves X, it will also say yes. Now, in my private work, the work that I do with 6- and 7-figure business owners, entrepreneurs, and leaders in their field, we go into this. This is one of the 3 principles that I really, really work on. And those principles are identity, beliefs, and the human body, your nervous system. And all of that is overlaid by universal principles of manifestation and, the laws of the universe. So if that sounds like something you'd like to explore, then there's a link to join me on a call in the description. Okay, so this part is really part of belief system, right? But as you can see from this diagram, your identity lies in the middle. Whatever your beliefs are, is what will dictate your thoughts, and that's going to dictate your feelings, which is going to dictate your actions, and then your results to follow. And it's these results that will then go back and reignite or reinforce these belief systems.
Is this diagram true? It is for her. So does it work like this? Yeah, it does. But again, if you believe what I believe, that there is no past, there is no future, there's only the now moment, that means every single moment you're a new identity. You're never in the past. There's never anything that could happen in the past. So it means you're always a new you. So if you're afraid of losing your old self or losing yourself, that can't happen. No, it's not that it can't happen. It's always already happening. You're always dying and always creating yourself anew. Your reality is always ever changing. So, but using this pattern, will it be easier for you? Yeah, I believe it. If you change your identity, then everything changes. Because when you identify with somebody else, and the best thing to identify with is the best version of yourself, actually to choose the version of yourself that you want to live in, and then have their beliefs, have their thoughts, have their feelings, have their actions, and then you're going to get all the results. But again, the problem a lot of people have is that they don't really know what they want. When you say, oh, but George, I want a car, or I want this specific person, I always ask them, why that person? Why them? Or why car? Why that car? And it's never about the person, it's not about the car. There's an underlying feeling. Maybe it's loneliness. And for the car, it's probably Most of the time it's because they want to show off to other people. So it's not showing off, it's that they want to be noticed. They feel lonely. They want to be noticed again. So even if they get the car, they will never be truly fulfilled. That's the problem. And the way to solve all their problems is to understand you already have everything. Everything is already done. You are the light. You are greatness. You are success. You are beautiful. You're already everything you need to be. And you don't need to become it. You need to remember that you already are it.
This is your identity. It's who you believe yourself to be, right? So if you need to become a new kind of you in order to achieve the thing that you want to achieve, then it starts with your beliefs. And like I say, your beliefs have been installed throughout your life.
Again, she's right, but that's a story you can tell yourself. Yeah, I had a rough childhood. I've been beaten up. I'm now afraid of everything. And when you tell yourself this story, what's the universe going to do? The universe is going to reflect this story. It's going to make it true for you. And then you're never going to change. There's only a couple of things you can do. You can try to change the story in your brain and then somehow remove the blocks. The other thing is you can just get over it. But getting over it is very hard to do. Or you can choose to believe that it never existed in the first place. Realize that, okay, let's say I have this program, or I believe to have this program. Just say to yourself, this program doesn't exist. My old story doesn't exist. The only true story that exists is my current new story that I just wrote about myself. Write the story, read it out loud, and accept that it's already done for you. And be in high energy. What does being in high energy mean? Choose to do things that make you happy, that make you joyous. No, watching TikTok on your phone doesn't make you happy. It doesn't. It truly doesn't. Reading books all depends on you. It can make you happy. So just do things that truly make you happy. If you're in a miserable job, then you just continue to drown in that misery. You can sustain yourself for a year, 2 or 3. When you understand you work for like 10, 15, 20 years in a job you don't like, what's going to happen? What is the story going to tell you? Why have I done this? Why have I lived like this? It's the story you've been telling yourself your whole life. Choose differently. Life opens up when you choose to do the thing that you love. And of course, don't hurt other people. You're not going to have joy if you hurt other people doing it.
New. You need different beliefs. And one of the ways of doing that is to say, okay, if I already had this thing, what would I believe it to be true? For instance, if this thing that you want is a new loving relationship, what would need to be true about you in order to achieve that? You would need to believe that you are lovable. You would need to believe that you can express your love in a way that other people can feel. And that would change your thoughts, that would change your feelings and your actions, and of course your results. If you are a business owner and you want more business, if you want to increase your profit line, then you would need to believe that clients come easily to you, that money comes easily to you, and that you are somebody who can achieve in business. And the best way to change these subconscious beliefs that you have is to first be aware of the beliefs that you have. And you can do that by the thoughts that you think. Yeah? When you are thinking a thought, is that thought in alignment with the thing that you want? If it isn't, it means that you are holding a belief that isn't in alignment with the thing that you want. And you need your beliefs to match up with the thing that you want, right? That makes sense, yes? So when you've identified the belief that you believe needs to change, you just create a new belief. You remind yourself, that's not how I'm thinking anymore. Now I'm thinking this. I'm not thinking that I am not lovable, that I can never find a guy, that I can never find a lady, that I can never find anybody at all for me. You believe that I am ultimately attractive. I am really charismatic. I am really, really lovable. And when you walk out into the world, that's the you that you will present.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
easiest way to change these beliefs is by adding emotion to them. So when
Yeah.
you're saying these new beliefs, when you're saying, I am lovable, bring all the love of the universe into your body.
Yeah.
So
That
you
does help.
know it on a cellular level.
It does help.
I am lovable.
Do you need it?
I
No. It
am
does help.
love.
It really does.
When you can do that, when you can fill your whole body up with the emotion, with this feeling, with the feeling and the emotion of the thing that you want, of being or having the thing that you desire, that's the energetic frequency that you will emit into the universe. So if your outcomes are absolutely guaranteed, if the result that you want is absolutely guaranteed, how would you be feeling? What
Yeah.
thoughts would you be thinking?
Start with the end in mind. Don't think about the journey. Don't think about the process, because there is no process. Just think about the end goal. How would you feel? You can visualize it. You can just feel it right now in this moment and see how would you feel. Once you sync that feeling to the true feeling of how it would be, you literally quantum leap towards that reality. You don't have a process towards it. You just literally jump to it. You skip to it, and your life starts instantly changing. Let's say you want your SO. You get a call from them. They send you a message. Random, out of nowhere. That's what happens.
What beliefs would you be holding about you, about others, about the world in general? What thoughts would you be thinking? What feelings would you be feeling? What actions would you be taking? Because it all just goes round and round and round and round, yeah? And if you change any of these, you will change this. If you change the actions that you're taking, you will change the result.
It is like that, but it's the other way around for me, at least. So you think about the result, just you be in the state of having the results already yours, and then how would you feel, and what would that person do, and how would that person act if they already have the thing that you want.
Now, a brilliant way of getting that new subconscious programming into your brain is to record yourself saying words. Record yourself saying your new beliefs and play them to yourself through your phone as you're falling asleep. And
these are subliminals. Do subliminals work? Yeah. Again, is it a permission slip? Yeah. But does it work for people? It does. Does it work always? Only if you believe it works. So my thought, again, my thought's not going to change about this. Any process you do will work if you believe it works. But the easiest thing you can do is just say there is no process. Everything is done already right now. Shut off your logical brain. Just shut it off. Tell it to shut up, because it's not right. You know it's not right. Ignore it. Literally ignore your logical side of you. Ignore it. Just ignore it. Ignore it. And start living from your right side, the creative side of you, where it just wants the things to be done. Wants the life. It knows it. It just know you have it already. Be in the feeling of having it right now. And you're going to truly have it.
As you're waking up. And a really good way of bypassing your current belief system, so you don't say, that's not real, that's not true for me, is by phrasing what you're saying into affirmations. And affirmations, with an O, are different than affirmations in that they, like I say, they kind of bypass this, yeah, you're lying to me state of mind, yeah? So instead of saying, I am lovable, you adopt the version of you that already has the love that you want, and you say the words, why am I so lovable? If you want more wealth, instead of saying, I am wealthy, you say, why am I so wealthy? And because your brain is a prove you right machine, your brain will then go out and find all the evidence of why you are so wealthy, why you are so lovable. Now, I was going...
That's an interesting way to do it, because then you're using even the logical brain to work for you. So technically you're then using both. Oh, I like this. So wait, yeah, I can see how it works. Yeah, there you go. One of my beliefs just changed because she just told us that if you're asking the question, why am I so rich? What happens to you is that your left brain wants to find the reason why you're so rich. And then if you keep saying that to yourself, and that if that starts to be a belief, then the left brain has to prove that you are rich, because that's what your subconscious is telling you. Why am I so rich? Why am I so rich? Why am I so rich? Yeah. Okay. That's a nice way to do it. I like
to
it.
create this track for you, but it's going to work better if you do it on your own.
Amazing. Love this. It's awesome. Some things I don't agree. A lot of things I do agree, but very cool message. If you want to watch the whole video for yourself, the link will be down in the description. You can check out her channel if you do want so. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.